I got a Bigfoot report sighting. Um, I don't know for sure if it's Class A or what it is, but I do know that I ran into an individual in the at Walmart, and we were talking about Bigfoot. He's seen my patch that I have right here on my right there on my jacket. And he goes, "Oh, you're into Bigfoot." And I'm like, "Yeah." And it was a hunter. He was going to Walmart to get more arrows. And he was telling me, he goes, "Well, boy, I got something for you, a report. So I said, "So, you really seen one, huh?" And he goes, "Yeah, on the opening day of archery. It wasn't really the opening day. It was the beginning of October." And he said it was in an area toward here near Bradford, PA, Mckean County. And I said, "Where at?" And he said, "Oh, it was near the New York State Pennsylvania line, out a dirt road." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" I said that's Indian Pipeline, it's called. And he goes, "Well, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is." And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well," he goes, you walk up, and he's like, he was telling me the whole entire thing. He's like, you park at the gate and you walk back up in about, he said, about 300, 400 yards, on the dirt road, on the dirt path road. It's a road. And he said there's a gate, another gate that's closed, that goes down down in and over this mountain, down into a ridge. Well, I guess he was coming back. He said he was coming back from hunting. It was getting dark, close to dark, and then on the way up to that gate, he said that he's seen this uh, bushes moving. He said, and he's seen this upright bipedal being of some sort. He said he thought it was a ghillie suit at first. And he goes, "That's not no freaking ghillie suit." And the thing like stood there in some bushes. It was some. He said it was like partial green and partial brown. Things were dying off because of the fall. And he said it stood there in these bushes and stuff. And he said he was trying to figure out what it was. What it was. He thought it was a person with a ghillie suit. And then he's seen long, strangly hair, he said, and it was about 7 foot high. It was about 7 foot high, and it just stood there in these bushes, and it was really hard to see it. He said he just stood there, and he looked at it, and it looked at him, and then it continued up the ridge line, and then it went towards where the cars are parked, where he parked at, along the woods, in the woods. He said, I'm telling you the truth, it made like 3 or 4 different small sounds as it walked. Like small crunching and snapping, and that was it. It was gone. It disappeared. And he said that it looked at him, and he looked at it, and he said it was about 30 to 40 yards away from him is when he seen it. He was coming up from the hillside to get to the top of the main road, or the dirt road, so he can go back to his car. And he said, "I'm telling you the truth, it was big. It was big, but it wasn't tall. And it made him, it changed this guy. This guy was like nervous. He was looking at me, very stern, like looking right at my eyes, not, he wasn't lying. He wasn't making this up. So this area is prone for Bigfoot activity. That's where we go a lot for Bigfoot expeditions. So we will be investigating that for sure, that area, and see if we see anything, any tree structures, any activity itself. But this guy said he will never go back up in that area again. I said, "Oh, why not, man?" And then I told him, well, you can meet up with us and we can both go up there, and we can all go up and check it out. He goes, no, I'm not going back up there. So this was a sighting that this individual had. We will gather everything that we can and check out the report ourselves and see what we see. So I just wanted to let everybody know about this report, and it's in Mckean County near Bradford.